Hi, we're Nina and Julian from Travel to Escape Reality. Today we're going to show you our visit to the national parks, Utah and Arizona. Come along! So we just arrived in Phoenix, but we're on our way to Flagstaff and we are on the road. I've got my chauffeur.
So we're finally back to traveling after a year and a half of being home because of the coronavirus, and we're really excited. If our baby is watching this at some point in the future, we really want you to know that you know, we can't wait for you to arrive in this world, and we want you to know us, you know, as we were before you. We want you to know that we were cool people once too, and this is evidence of that, you know, along with all of our other content that we've created over the years. So we hope you enjoy.
Arriving in Flagstaff, we were pleasantly surprised by its vintage vibe, friendly people, and notable cuisine. This quaint little mountain town was the perfect base for our visit to northern Arizona. So it's day 3 of our trip to northern Arizona and Utah, and we're gonna go ahead and hit up Sedona. We just filled up gas. Here's Nina. Hello. Hi. We were told Sedona is like a must-see when in northern Arizona. For some reason, the vast majority of people we've talked to are more excited about Sedona than they were about the Grand Canyon, which is crazy to me, but we gotta see what the hype is all about. So that's what we're gonna do today. See you there. So on our way to Sedona, we decided to stop off at Slide Rock State Park. So we're just doing a quick little hike here. So I think the reason why it's called Slide Rock is because people literally go sliding down these rocks down the creek. Look, this girl's about to do it. Huh. Just before arriving at Sedona, we also stopped off at a local swimming hole called Grasshopper Point. So this is Grasshopper Point, a popular local hangout spot. It's basically just a creek in the middle of the canyon, which is really cool. In order to get here, you have to drive down some pretty steep canyon walls. Wow. So we're finally in Sedona. This is not what I expected. This is a really cute town, and it is high up in the mountains. Bam. Having lunch at the Vault.
I found this place.
Yeah.
Okay, it's good.
But look how crazy this is. That is lunch with a view. So now we're hiking in Sedona. Look at these ridiculous views, wow. So we're hiking, yeah, in the mountains of Sedona. It's pretty awesome. As you can see behind us, it's this incredible view. This is just like the beginning. We've only hiked like 10 minutes or something, and we couldn't stop ourselves from just taking a photo at every possible opportunity. By the way, we're having a boy, so if you're watching this in the future, this is your mommy and daddy. Thank you! More hiking views. This is Chapel of the Holy Cross. As the name suggests, a chapel that was built on a very high point in Sedona on the side of a vortex, which makes sense because vortexes are supposed to be places of incredible energy. And some people say they feel something, some people don't. That's the inside. So we're hiking around a place called Cathedral Rock. headed toward a creek where hopefully we can get some shade and some rest. But this is really spectacular. We're one of the hidden, lesser known hikes in Sedona. Apparently there's 7 of them total in Sedona, and this is one of them. We found our way to the creek. This is in the middle of the desert in Arizona.
Let's have a snack break in the middle of the desert, right by the creek.
Wow. This is how people in the desert go to the beach, folks. Different kind of paradise. All right, we're gonna head up this trail to get to the very top of that rock. Let's see what awaits us. Okay, now check this out. Bam!
Look at how beautiful!
Yeah. Looks like we finally made it as far as we're gonna go on this hike. But this is pretty spectacular.
Totally worth it.
This is a ridiculous view. And that is also quite incredible. I guess that's why they call it Cathedral Rock. Hiking on our way back to the car, and the creek looks even more awesome. Like, wow. Look at that. So it looks like the hype was well deserved. What's not to love about Sedona? Surrounded by mountains and red rock formations at every turn, we were left in awe of such natural beauty.
Just a 30-minute drive from Flagstaff, don't miss out on visiting Bearizona Wildlife Park. A typical visit to Bearizona starts off with a drive-through experience where you can see animals in natural habitats. Afterwards, you can do a self-guided walking tour. We loved being able to see these animals up close, and it was such a fun way to spend an afternoon.
Next, we made our way to Grand Canyon National Park, one of the most impressive geological features in the world. We're in the Grand Canyon, folks. This is nuts. And we're not even at the best lookout point. It's already getting crazy. Look at this. We are hiking all the way down into the Grand Canyon. Well, as far as we can, at least. Honey, say hi.
Hi! I'm your photographer.
Yep. We're gonna hike all the way down along this fault line. Look at this. See that kind of lush greenish area all the way down there? So that's an oasis. Apparently it's been used since like pre-colonial times by the native indigenous peoples as a place where they would farm, because it's like a really fertile area. So we're out here at Yavapai Lookout Point, which actually is the best lookout point out of all of them in the Grand Canyon. An interesting thing about Yavapai Lookout Point is that not a lot of people actually visit this place compared to some of the more popular places like Mather Point by the Visitor Center. There's also a geological museum that goes through the history of how the Grand Canyon was formed over millions of years. So we are at Moran Point, one of the most scenic stops along the Desert View Road, along the Grand Canyon East entrance.
So we just stopped off at Navajo Point. It's so awesome, so beautiful. Take a look. You can see a little bit of the Colorado River.
This is along the Desert View Drive, right on the South Rim. So awesome. Desert View Watchtower. See the contrast between the green vegetation, because it's just all forest mountain, and then a sheer cliff, just rock, and deserty kind of environment. Going along Desert View Drive on our way to Horseshoe Bend, we passed through Navajo territory. The setting was quite stunning, with red mountains on one side of the road and the vastness of the Grand Canyon on the other side. Arriving at Horseshoe Bend, we hiked for about a mile before arriving at the main overlook. Needless to say, the views were more dramatic than we could have imagined.
One of the best things to do in Page is to visit Lake Powell. It was incredible to see water sport enthusiasts enjoying the waters of the deep blue lake in the middle of such a vast desert. So we are kayaking on Lake Powell, and we're headed over to Antelope Canyon.
So it's really important to come to Antelope Canyon early, like 7 a.m., 8 a.m. if you're coming via kayak, because look what's going on as the day progresses. Now we're good.
This is, we're gonna hit the rock. Oh my god.
Continuing our trip, we headed to Zion National Park, passing through winding roads of exotic beauty and wonder. This is the line of people waiting to board a shuttle to enter Zion National Park. It's kind of crazy. And we are on the shuttle on our way to our first stop for a hike at Emerald Pools. We got up at our first stop by Zion Canyon Lodge. And imagine having with this view. Pretty sick, right? Where are we right now?
We're at Zion National Park, about to do the Emerald Pool Tour. Let's go.
So Zion feels a lot like being in Jurassic Park. And we made it to the top of the Upper Emerald Pool. This concludes day one of Zion National Park. And for those of you that are on the fence about visiting, we highly encourage you to do so. Not every trail is like Angel's Landing or the Narrows. It doesn't have to be extremely difficult. There are so many easy trails to do, or medium difficulty trails to do for all types of fitness levels. And honestly, the views are incredible.
So beautiful.
With each trail that you do, you can't go wrong. In any case, this is a must-see, and it should be on everybody's bucket list. This honestly didn't even come on my radar until about a year or two ago, and it's been a real blessing, yeah. There you go. It's been a real blessing to be able to have visited this park. Yeah, man, this concludes day one. So we're about to start the Narrows hike. This is supposed to be a really cold hike, right? The entire time you're going to be walking in ankle to waist deep water that is about 32 degrees Fahrenheit. That's literally freezing temperature. As you can see, we're not messing around. We're from Florida.
We're gonna be small.
We are already cold and we haven't even started walking. Okay, we got the gear on, right? This fly fisherman looking gear. Yep, not messing around. All right, we got the boots, the canyoneering boots. That's right, canyoneering boots. We got the hiking sticks, okay? And we got the waterproof bag right there. We're not messing around on this one.
Wish us luck.
Wish us luck. We'll check in with you periodically throughout the hike. So apparently there's flash floods that happen on this trail, which make it really dangerous. Today it looks like it's possible, but not likely. So here we go. This is the beginning of the Narrows Trail. From here on out, it's gonna be nothing but river. It's gonna go about waist deep, and it's gonna be cold. But we're gonna do it because we are canyoneers, aren't we? So how do you feel so far canyoneering?
It's kind
right?
It's a little bit challenging getting your like footing and everything. Like you said, it's like walking over bowling balls, but it's kind of fun. I don't know. It's like a different hobby than we're used to. Let's go.
Let's check out what we have to walk over the entire time. Oh yeah, bowling balls galore. Slippery rocks all the way through the canyon.
It's not so bad.
As long as you have the right gear, it's not so bad. If you're not well equipped, I gotta tell you, it's gonna be miserable. The current's pretty strong in this stretch.
Yeah.
So I gave Nina my stick because she needs 2 sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were going uphill against that like a salamander, or like a salmon. So we've reached the end of our hike here at the Narrows. We're gonna go ahead and turn around and hike the 4 hours back, but at this point, the water is pretty refreshing.
It's so nice.
Yeah, it's been a long hike, but it's actually been not as bad as we anticipated. There were a couple of points where the water got really cold and pretty high up to like chest level, but hey, it's all part of the experience and the journey, and this is incredibly beautiful.
Yes.
My favorite stop on our road trip was to Bryce Canyon National Park.
So we're at Rainbow Point in Bryce Canyon, and the views are really incredible. I think this is one of many. This is the first stop on the scenic view, and check it out. Heading up to the second lookout point, which is just a little shoulder on the road. Wow. The winds are pretty strong up here, so hold on to your hats.
You're a photographer.
We're at Agua Canyon, which is another stop along the scenic drive in Bryce Canyon. And you can kind of see the snow still there on the mountain. So we're at Below the Rim Trail at Bryce Point. And the only reason we're taking this little trail is to see if we can get a better viewpoint of the amphitheater. So called because it has nothing but hoodoos, those interesting rock spire formations on display. It's just one huge semicircle of non-stop hoodoos. Catch a quick glimpse of it here. Fairyland Trail Loop.
We're on our way to Mossy Cave. Hopefully, gonna see a waterfall today.
Yes, ma'am.
We got our snacks in tow. We've got peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, some Pringles to help us survive in Bryce because there's no food options out here. It's rough.
So that's one thing that they don't tell you while visiting Bryce, is that the town is so tiny that there's literally maybe 2 options for food. So as a workaround, you should really consider buying things from the grocery store, like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and things like that, so you can make your own food and bring it with you on a hike.
Very important travel hack.
Our road trip through Arizona and Utah helped us cross off some incredible bucket list destinations. However, this trip also made us realize that a lot of our own country remained underappreciated and sparked our own interest in domestic travel. And lastly, we're excited to announce to the world that we're going to have a new addition to the family. Now our mission is to inspire our children to seek their own adventures and expand their horizons.
Thanks again for watching Travel to Escape Reality. For more great travel content, be sure to like and subscribe below.